Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Monday, January the 11th today, Mobility Monday. And my name is Karen and I'm here with Get Moving. Now, you probably not already know, hopefully, Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues, mobility problems, to get some good solid exercise. So maybe if you have a medical condition, if you have a disability of some kind, if you are pre or post surgery, something like that, something that makes you not able to move around as well as you hope, then Get Moving is here to help you get moving, kind of what it says in the tin. So every weekday, 11 o'clock in the morning, you'll find us here. You'll also find us via the website, which is conveniently linked somewhere up in the description up there. It is reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. You'll find us and you can join in with us and do some good, effective, practical exercise. Doesn't really matter what level you're at, whether you are seated, whether you are standing, whether you are something in between, you can join in and take part and get some really goodness out of it. Get some goodness out of it. I don't know what I'm saying this morning. So, excuse me. So this morning we're going to be doing 25 seconds worth of each exercise. Okay, it's going to be nice and simple, basic, simple exercise, but like I said before, very, very practical, very useful, very effective exercise. It will transfer into many, many things in your everyday life. So hopefully you're going to join in with us and you're going to get some really good stuff out of it. If you have any questions in the comments below, just let us know. Ask any questions down there and we'll answer as best we can. Okay, let's get started. So like I said, whether you're seated or standing, you can join in. It's okay. There's adaptations for all these exercises. The first one, our first exercise, as always, is marching on the spot. So if you are seated, I want you to sit nice and tall for me. No slouching, no slumping. Sit nice and tall and get as much movement of marching on the spot as you can from your legs. Just up and down as best as you can. And I say this all the time and I'll say it again. It does not matter how much or how little you do, as long as you do the best that you can personally do today. So if you're seated, marching on the spot like so. If you are standing, marching on the spot like so. 25 seconds, nice and simple. You do as much as you can, as little as you need, and away we'll go. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Marching on the spot. Smaller moves down here will be easier, so start off with that if you need. If you can, you're going to make the moves bigger. The bigger the move, the better, but also the harder the move. But you do the best that you can. Get your knees up, get marching away, get your hips moving as much as you personally can move them today. And that's it. That's our 25 seconds. Simple as that. And we're going to go through all the exercises just like that. 25 seconds worth and away we go. There is no reason why you think you can't do this, because you can. Now we've got the lower half moving now. Now we're going to start off with the upper half, shoulders. So shoulder rolls, shoulders up, back and down, moving up and around like so. Of course, if you can, you're going to make the move bigger and you're going to roll your arms back like so. But you do whatever level you are capable of for 25 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, easy movements, our shoulders rolling back like so. But if you can, you make the move bigger and you get your elbows involved, or you reach your arms up, back and down. Feel your shoulder blades on your upper back moving and sliding around on your upper back there. Make it as big a move as you can. Reaching up, reaching back, reaching around. And that's it. Simple as that, just getting things going. Knee bends are next, so back down to the lower half of our body. So, again, if you are seated, I want you to sit tall again. Going to bend and straighten the knees, okay? Get as much movement on the knees as you can. Kick the foot out and back, kick the foot out and back like so. Nice and simple, but getting as much movement as we can out of that knee joint, okay? If you're standing, same idea, but kicking the heels back towards your bum. Again, knee joint movements. Simple 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1, away we go. Kicking the feet back, or if you sat down, kicking the feet out. Your choice which, but you get those joints, those knees moving as much as you can. If I'm standing, I'm shifting my body weight side to side, so I'm not falling over. I'm keeping my balance as I do this, but I am getting those knee joints moving, keeping them as supple as possible. And that's it. Time. Okay, body twists are next. So again, this is the same thing, done seated or standing. I'll leave it up to you to decide. But again, we're going to be nice and tall, and we're going to twist our spine, going to turn side to side. So folding our arms and twist the body in one direction, and then controlled return and twist it in the other direction. As big a move as you can do. We're going to move the upper body. Think of this chest, this rib cage. So we're going to do 25 seconds of twisting in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Twisting one way, twisting the other way. Nice big moves, and feel your back just loosening up. If you have a bad back, you might want to start off with just a small movement, but you gradually, over the minutes, over the hours, over the days, over the weeks, you gradually increase the size of the movement. You maintain and improve as much mobility in your spine as you can. There we go. Okay, double taps are next. Back down to the lower half again then. So if you are seated, sitting nice and tall, that knee comes up twice. Okay, so hand is there, target is there, the knee comes up 1, 2, and then lands. Same on the other side, 1, 2, and then lands. Okay, a double tap. If you're standing, this is a balance exercise, so if you're unsure, stand close to a wall for balance, just in case. But if you can, the knee comes up twice, 1, 2, and then it lands. 1, 2, and then down. And again, you do whatever you can for 25 seconds. Whether it's faster than me, whether it's slower than me, doesn't matter. You just do whatever you can. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Double tap there, and a double tap there. Easier version, as always, is a small move down there, nice and low. But as you get better, as you want to challenge yourself more, you make that target higher and you make it a bigger move, higher up. But all the time, you're keeping your balance, you're stabilizing on that one foot, shifting your balance side to side, and that is it. That's our time. It is as simple as that. Okay. Side bends are next. So again, moving back to bending your spine, keeping it as mobile as possible. Don't let it get stiff, don't let it get sore like that. Moving it around as much as we can. One hand is definitely bending down sideways, while the other hand also definitely bends down sideways. If you can though, because we're going to make the move as big as we can. If you can, as one arm goes down, the other arm comes up and over. And the same on the other side. And you do the biggest move that you can. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bending one way and then bending the other way. So again, like I said, if we've got a stiff or sore back, this is one way, it's not the only way, there's one way that we can help keep that back mobile and keep it moving. So it's less likely to seize up, stiffen up, and just become a solid lump. We don't want that. We want to keep it moving as much as we can. And that's our time, that's our 25 seconds. Simple as that. So squats and sit stands are next, using and strengthening our leg muscles. So if you've been seated so far, now you're going to put all your effort into standing up. You can do it once, you can do it 10 times or whatever, but you're going to use your leg muscles as much as you can. Tuck your feet back underneath you. Tilt your body weight forwards, get the weight over your feet. You're never going to stand up like here, from here. It's never ever going to happen. We have to tilt forwards and put some weight on our feet. We push down hard, use our leg muscles, and we either stand and under control, we sit back down and repeat as many times as you can, or you do a stretch and you stand and you just lock yourself nice and tall. You make sure you are tall. Don't end up there. Stretch and lift. Okay? That's if you're seated. If you're standing, sit stands. Imaginary chair back there behind you. And you're going to sit back and down and stand up. As many or as few times as you can in 25 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Sitting back, standing tall. A small move is an easier one. So if you're unsure about it, start off with, do a small move like so. But gradually, you build it up into a bigger move. That bum sits back and down. The chest stays out throughout. So I've got a nice straight back. And there's our time. Tightrope walking and ankles next. So, if you've been seated, moving and mobilizing that ankle, or those ankles rather. So we want to get your heel to touch the floor. And then point your foot and get your toes to touch the floor. So we're getting as big a movement as possible out of that ankle joint. Now again, you may have more movement than me. You may have less movement than me. It doesn't matter. You just get as much movement as you can. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Simple as that. If we're standing, another very good balance exercise. Tightrope walking. So, feet apart is easier. Feet narrow is harder. But imagine you have a tightrope, a line painted on the floor. Now with me, everybody, walking forwards, off we go. We're walking heel, toe, walking along that imaginary line on the floor. This is deliberately going to make your balance difficult. We're doing that deliberately so that your balance is forced to improve. Now, nice bit is done forwards. Now the interesting bit is exactly the same thing, going backwards. Toes, heels. Again, walking that imaginary tightrope on the floor. Deliberately making balance difficult. Forcing our body to improve. Taking the easy route doesn't work. So we've done that once, then back once. We're going to do the same thing again a second time. Going forwards again, exactly the same thing. Off we go. Heel, toe. So don't forget, taking the easy route does not make us better. We improve through trial and error, through challenge. And challenging our balance here makes our balance better. Same thing last time, going backwards. Toes, heels. Doing the best that you can, letting your arms help you maintain your balance. We're deliberately making balance difficult by staying on that tightrope. But then we're using all the tricks of our body to help counterbalance and maintain our balance. There we go. Simple as that. Job done. Okay. Getting close to the end, and we've got fast feet. Oops. Now, let me just change my timer. We're going to swap this to 10 seconds, okay? So, fast feet for 10 seconds. So, if you are seated, all you're going to do is basically run on the spot. Your feet want to just run on the spot like so. It's a small movement, but drumming away like so. Nice and quick, small foot movements. If you're standing, it's exactly the same thing, running on the spot. Again, as quick as you personally can do it. Doesn't matter how good or how bad it actually is, just make it as good as you can make it. Running on the spot, small foot movements like so, okay? We're going to do 2 rounds of 10 seconds each. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. Running on the spot, keeping the feet moving. Small movements, but quick movements. There. That is 10 seconds. So give your legs a bit of a waggle, bit of a shake, bit of a shimmy. Make sure everything is okay, because the second time, as we know for a fact, is always better than the first time. So we're going to do the same thing again, but you're going to make it a tiny bit better. So one more go. Fast feet. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Running on the spot, nice and quick, small foot movements, but speedy ones. There we go. And that's it. That's our second of 2 rounds completed and done. So now we've got 1 exercise left. I'm going to change my timer back up to 25 seconds. So This one, to finish off, is shadow boxing. The whole point of this is to get out of breath and get your heart and lungs working hard so that we get fitter. If you are seated, shadow boxing is simply fists up, punching away nicely, punching high, punching low, hooking around, up, down, whatever. But you're going to punch and get out of breath. We're going to do 3 rounds of 25 seconds each. That's if you're seated. If you're standing, it's exactly the same, except you happen to be on your feet. You're shuffling back and forth if you can, but shadow boxing with the arms, moving them, okay? So 3 rounds. The whole point is to get out of breath. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So shadow boxing away. Nice quick hands. Get your breathing up. And you can move your feet if you can, if you want. But you can shuffle in, shuffle back, sidestep one way or the other. But get your breathing going. And time. That is round 1 done, 2 to go. Now, fingers crossed, like me, you are starting to huff and puff a little bit and get out of breath. That is a good sign. We're going straight into round 2, okay? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Punching away. Again, staying out of breath. You can change direction, you can face a different way, but you're punching high, punching low, punching around, however you want, as long as you're moving and working as hard as you can. Time. So that is round 2 done. Now again, fingers crossed, your breathing is up, you're huffing and puffing nicely. This is what we're after. And all we've got now is a 3rd and final round. This is it. So don't slow down now. Get stuck in and give your best shot. Final 25 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. So last punches. Nice and high punches, low punches, hooks up, down, around, inside and outside. I don't mind, however, but keep yourself going, get your heart rate up. And there we go, time. That is it. That is all the exercises. That is what we do on Mobility Mondays here at Get Moving. I hope that is nice and simple. They are effective exercises. I hope you'll be able to take part in pretty much all of them. If you have any questions, if you're unsure about any of the exercises we do, why we do them, how we do them, whatever, please in the comments below, just ask a question away and we'll answer them for you. But don't forget, we're here every weekday, 11 o'clock. It is Mobility Monday today. Tomorrow, it is Technique Tuesday. And we're going to go over a bit more in depth over a certain aspect, certain exercise and a certain technique. So join us again tomorrow, Wednesday. But don't forget, the last bit, every Monday, Mobility Monday, the whole point is to get moving and get moving frequently. So your homework, as always, is between now and the time that you go to bed tonight, whenever that is. Every hour, I want you to do between 1 and 5 minutes of some kind of exercise. It could be any or all the exercise we've just done now. It could be something completely different. I don't mind, and to be honest with you, your body doesn't mind. As long as you do something, that's the important thing. So you decide what it is, but between now and the time you go to bed, every hour, I want you to do 1 to 5 minutes of some kind of exercise. Let us know how you get on in the comments below. It is fantastic hearing from you, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you very much, boys and girls. As always, fantastic seeing you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.